Son, you can't read a woman by her words. You read her by her silence, by the way her eyes hesitate for a second when you look at her, by the way her laughter lingers just a little too long. Women don't confess with their lips. They confess with their energy. Pause. And if you're wise enough, if you've lived long enough to listen with your soul instead of your ears, you'll see the signs she's giving you, without ever saying a word. Now, son, before I reveal these 7 hidden signs that tell you she secretly likes you, like this video right now. Why? Because when you do, you send a signal to YouTube's algorithm. A message that says, this video is valuable, and when you do that, YouTube recommends it to more men who need to hear this truth. Men who are blind to the signals right in front of them. So be a part of this movement, the movement of awareness, confidence, and masculine intuition. Hit like and subscribe now, because by the end of this video, you'll never see women the same way again. Let's dive into the 7 secret signs that a woman gives when she's falling for you, but doesn't want to admit it yet. These signs are subtle, almost invisible to the average man. But to the man who observes, to the man who feels, they're clear as daylight. Sign number 1. Her eyes search for you, even when you're not talking. When a woman likes you, her eyes betray her before her words ever will. You'll notice it. In a crowd, she'll scan the room, and the moment her eyes land on you, her expression softens. She'll glance, look away, then glance again, as if her eyes are addicted, but her pride is holding them back. That's the psychology of visual connection. Attraction hides in repetition. Every time her gaze returns to you, it's her subconscious whispering, "He makes me feel something." Pay attention. Women don't look repeatedly at men they find boring. If she keeps catching your eyes, even when you're not talking, that's not coincidence. That's chemistry fighting composure. Sign number 2. Her voice changes around you. A woman's voice is a mirror to her emotions. When she likes you, her tone subtly shifts. It gets softer, more melodic, or even playfully teasing. Psychologists call this vocal modulation, and it's one of the oldest evolutionary signals of attraction. Listen carefully. When she talks to you, does her voice drop a little? Does she laugh more easily? Or drag certain words like she's painting them for your attention? That's desire showing itself in tone, not in words. Because when a woman is drawn to a man, even her biology starts to speak before her mind does. Sign for 3. She mirrors your energy. One of the clearest subconscious signs of attraction is mirroring. If you cross your arms, she does the same. If you lean forward, she leans in too. She matches your pace, your gestures, your tone, because her subconscious is syncing with yours. This happens when her brain releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone. It tells her body to follow your rhythm because it feels safe, comfortable, and naturally connected. When she mirrors you, it's her way of saying, "I feel you." It's the silent dance of chemistry, one step from emotional to physical connection. Sign number 4. She finds excuses to touch you, lightly, casually, but often. A woman's touch is never random. That gentle tap on your shoulder, brushing imaginary dust off your shirt, adjusting your collar. They're not accidental gestures. They're her subconscious testing the waters of intimacy. Touch is one of the oldest forms of communication. It's her body saying what her lips won't. I want to be closer. Here's a secret. Women don't touch men they're not comfortable with, and they don't repeatedly touch men they're not drawn to. If she finds small excuses for skin contact, a playful shove, a lingering hand, that's not friendliness. That's suppressed affection trying to breathe. Sign number 5. She opens up about her personal life without you asking. When a woman starts to like you, her emotional walls start to fall. She begins sharing little fragments of her life, her favorite childhood memory, her struggles, her dreams, even her fears. She lets you peek behind the mask most people never get to see. That's emotional trust, and it's the foundation of attraction. It's her subconscious way of saying, I want you to know who I really am. The more she opens up, the more invested she becomes, because the act of sharing creates emotional dependency. So when she starts telling you stories, she doesn't usually tell anyone. Understand this. You've entered her private world. Signs out of 6. She gets jealous, but tries to hide it. Women rarely admit jealousy, but they always reveal it. You'll notice the micro-expressions. Her tone changes when you mention another woman. Her smile fades for half a second. She tries to change the subject. Jealousy isn't a weakness. It's a revelation. It tells you she cares. It means she's emotionally invested enough to feel threatened by someone else's presence. A woman who doesn't care will never show jealousy. She'll be indifferent. But a woman who's secretly falling for you will feel a spark of protectiveness over you, even if she disguises it with sarcasm or jokes. Sign number 7. Her body language gives her away, even when her words don't. Watch how she behaves when you're near. Her feet point toward you, her hips slightly angled in your direction. She plays with her hair, touches her lips, or adjusts her clothes when you enter the room. These are ancient signals of sexual and emotional readiness. Subtle, instinctive cues from her body. Even when she says she's not interested, her body might tell a different story. Because attraction isn't logic, it's energy. Her pupils dilate. Her breathing changes. She becomes hyper-aware of your presence. That's when you know you've stirred something deeper. Something beyond words. Son, remember this. A woman's interest is never truly hidden. It's written in her silence, her eyes, her body language. But only men who are patient enough to observe can read it. Most men chase words, but wise men read energy. If she gives you even 2 or 3 of these signs, don't doubt her feelings. But don't rush either. Let her come closer at her own pace, because attraction that grows slowly lasts longer. Now, if this message hit something inside you, if it opened your eyes to signs you missed before, then don't just watch and leave, like this video right now, because when you do, it tells YouTube's algorithm that this video is worth spreading. And it sends it to other men who need to hear this truth, just like you once did. Be the reason someone else wakes up from confusion. And if you're new here, subscribe, because here we don't just talk about women. We study the psychology of attraction, self-control, and masculine power. I'm the old man who's seen it all, and I'm here to guide the young men who refuse to live blind. So hit that button, join the circle, and never mistake silence for disinterest again. Remember, the most dangerous woman is the one who says nothing, but tells you everything through her eyes.